not contaminated by radiation is being stored in our water tower. Water gained from a well is never contaminated by radiation, so it
It's never
suggests itself for
contaminated?
that purpose. Then we can use the remaining charcoal to produce better protective clothing.
Okay, I'm glad this is part of a tutorial, because I'm not sure how you're gonna separate those out. You accidentally bought cauliflower pizza? I hope you can hear this. Because that sucks. That's very unfortunate. Maybe you'll be pleasantly surprised and it'll be delicious. I hope for your sake that that's the case. Don't have much hope for that, but yeah, that's not great. Okay, water slowly but uncontaminated, and regardless of droughts. Cool. Short distances between wells reduce their efficiency, so it has to be by itself. Where should we place this thing? Does it care if it's next to a water tower, though? Or a fishing place? Because that's where it's going. Love the sound effects. I am glad to hear it. I didn't actually announce this because I forgot and I'm terrible at announcing things, but I did make little channel redemption things. If people want to hear a sound effect, they can request that I play it. So feel free to do that if you feel like hearing a sound effect. But you'll have to let me know if they're actually audible, because I just added them. So I haven't quite dialed in their volume yet, right? So there might need to be some changes and adjustments there. Construct a tailor's shop to produce activated carbon mask. Okay, where's our tailor shop? Here it be. Activated carbon mask. Go. And then produce. Okay. So do I have to manually tell this thing to not filter anymore? Ah, you would like Zipati Horn. And, oh, you just want all of them in secret code. Okay. That's the code. I hope that was audible. Let me know if it's not. This is the chime. For when we, like, succeed in something, level up for something, and then party horn. Which I guess could be interchangeable with the chime somewhat, but I don't know, they hit different, you know? You're most welcome. I did put like a small little like minute or 2-minute timer on each of them, just in case someone wanted to go ham or whatever, just to sort of avoid that, right? Just so we're not like over and over and over. I can do it, right? But you guys cannot request it over and over and over. Well, you can, but just with 2-minute breaks. Are we producing any of these masks here? What's going on? We are not. Why? Why, I ask? I understand. A trial is necessary. If you remember how loud each of them were, you know, let me know if they might need to be louder. Required resources. Do I have charcoal? Where do I see? I do. Okay, so we should be totally fine. Make those masks, yo. Do it. Now he's making one. Okay. Yeah? What was the yeah to? If you don't mind my asking. Did I delete these? Are we still having homeless folks roaming around? Old adult. I mean, they'll clear out the house soon, right? That's terrible to say, but I guess we'll add some more housing.
Good work. We are continuously taking steps towards being better and better equipped to be able to
it's in the
survive
radiation.
this hostile environment. Filtered
That one is
water
too. Oh.
is a precious asset. And later on, we can even use it to irrigate our fields. But
Wait,
let's
what are we
not get
irrigating our
ahead of
fields with?
ourselves.
Filtered water is good. How we can irrigate. But that's getting ahead of ourselves. Well, you know what, sir and or madam? So that's just safe out of the radiation. Is this still radiated? You know what? Deal with it. Understood.
Not only our water can become a hazard for our settlers due to radiation, our food can too.
Oh
We
no.
ought to erect a decontamination post to prevent settlers from eating meals that are contaminated with radiation.
We should definitely do that. Also, some number of minutes ago, I don't remember how many, I said I was going to pay attention to the trees to check for color changes in the seasons, and sure enough, they have changed colors, which is very cool. Some of them have. These are still red, but these ones are green. I think that's a cool attention to detail. Decontamination post will be under resource? No. It will be under... Oh, logistics. Okay. Produces decontamination kits, supplies them to appropriate buildings. They free stored resources from contamination due to radiation. Dope. Okay. And these do not lower the attractiveness, because decontaminating from radiation is very attractive in a post-apocalyptic world. So we'll plop that right in the center of town. Right next to the radiation, mind you. And we'll make sure it encompasses as much of... Not the school. We want to get the charcoal place. There we go. Covering the important things. Decontaminator is set. Oh no, this place is red. What does that mean? Is this a radiation thing?
Very good. The decontamination post is going to supply all buildings that stockpile food and are located in its working area in order to purify the food that has been affected by radiation.
Cool.
It's true. We should never forget that even when we optimally prepare and protect ourselves, we're still going to lose friends and members of our family time and again.
What?
We're going to mourn them, come what may. But if we're able to bury them in a cemetery, then we'll get over the pain and let them rest in peace.
We'll only get over it if they're in a cemetery. Okay. Is that a logistical thing? It sounds like a logistical thing, right? Otherwise, we just have like bodies piling up. But I guess that's a community thing. Does this lower? It doesn't even lower the attractiveness. Just put it right next to the houses. Here you go. I guess we'll put it right here. You guys can live across from a cemetery. Lucky you guys. Prime cemetery real estate. And it's irradiated, but corpses don't care about radiation, right? Yeah, that's totally fine. Let's assign ourselves a mortician. Boop. A final resting place for our loved ones. They have to remove the radiation before they can build. Nah, just plop it on top. It's totally fine. I do think it's neat that it has this little bar chart thing here that tells you sort of like how much of the resources to build are present on site. And then I'm assuming this will just sort of fill up as the little dude builds it. So that's pretty cool. It's a nice touch. Good to see. It looks like it's also put... Oh no, these are dead bodies. Look, everyone. They've just been leaving these little corpses right next to this broken down van. Who does that? That's so morbid, and they're just gathering here, and they just have this like little pack of bodies right here. It's like 1, 2, 3. There's a third one in there. 4. There's like 5 bodies here and then 1 here.
Okay.
What is
the
that?
cemetery will help us to quickly get a hold on ourselves and focus on the tasks that lie ahead. It's not a pleasant thought, but that's the way things are. At the very least, we're pioneers, aren't we? Maybe we ought to distract ourselves to lighten up the mood.
And next, we'll build an entertainment center.
We can erect a number of buildings to increase confidence in our settlement.
A pub!
Including, for example, a campfire or a pub. In this situation, however, our best option would probably be to upgrade our town center. Settlers can visit the new town center, and by doing so, increase their confidence for a while.
Cool. Does that change the van? Mounted bus. Okay, so we'll upgrade this and we'll build it upon this pile of corpses that's been left here. And then everyone can feel proud of the new town center. Sure enough, that body's in the campfire. Oh, that body's in the fire.
The new town center
Cremation.
not only gives us more storage space, at the same time, it functions just like a campfire too. Settlers can visit the new town center, and by doing so, increase their confidence for a while. Now that we have made efforts to ensure the spiritual well-being of our settlers, we ought to attend to their physical health as well.
Yes, let's build a
Settlers
field
can
hospital
get
or
sick from
something.
time to time. Settlers who have become infected with the disease can die from it if they're not treated. Settlers will go to a medical facility to have themselves treated and will be admitted there, provided that beds are still available. We ought to ensure our settlers' medical health care.
Yes, we should. However, I still must ask. Okay, everybody look at how morbid the scene is, though. Let's slow it down, right? Everybody focus in right here. This is Zoe, who died of old age. She was educated, though. Good for her. And she had a fancy mask and a metal tool. She was equipped. She's dead now. And she's partially in the campfire. And these people are gathered around. Why isn't anybody taking the bodies? That's so morbid. Wait, hold on. Oh, it was 56. It was for all the people? Or do we have... Okay, it's not everyone's dead. Whew. I was a little worried there. Not gonna lie. Is this place already... This place has all these graves. Go get these bodies, dude. Hurry up. How many bodies were actually there? Good heavens. Bodies are just lying all... You know what? We need to... He needs help. This guy needs a workforce to get these bodies. Okay. Medical facility. Yes, back on task. There it is. Does this lower anything? No. Great. Oh, electricity is just a bonus. I see. I never paid that close attention to it before, but 6 settlers get cured faster. Production time is lower. Okay. That's good to know. That makes sense. Yeah, that's valid. Medical center, however, we didn't plan out our town super well. Actually, we have these like trees right here that should probably go away. They're right in the middle of our establishment here. As well, we plopped this little farm area right here too. Maybe not the best idea, but you know what? It's the tutorial, so who cares? We'll put this in a place, and that place shall be, I suppose, right here because it fits. If it fits, it shall sit. And it does. So we're gonna have to cut down all these trees, which we shall, no problem. And we'll build this medical facility. And we'll assign a medic who can hang around until this place is done being built. What is this thing again? Knowledge. Well, we have none. We've still got homeless people, and apparently, yeah, we're maxed out on the wood as well. Ah, we've successfully cleared the building area. Well done, folks. I do not have the amount of metal that this place needs. Or the amount... Oh, I have the plastic. I don't have the metal. How is this place that's producing metal? Where is it? Here. It is not producing bigly. I think we're going to... Where's the refiner? Here it is. You can only have... Oh, you can only have one at each. I see. No wonder they're so slow. Cauliflower crust isn't bad. Party! I accidentally pressed it twice. But yay! That's fantastic. Glad it's not a total disaster. That'd be very depressing. Pizza is one of those things that it's hard to screw up. But if it gets screwed up, it is like the saddest thing on the planet. So good to hear it isn't that bad. Although I see it has the little asterisks around it, but you know. Think positive. Oh no, the dry soil. The water's right around the corner, so we'll be a-okay. This place is in a radiated area. Oof. It produces contaminated resources. No! But that's okay, because it gets dumped here, right? And this decontamination place handles it. So, this should be fine. Definitely could be worse. Indeed. Glad it is not as terrible as it could be. I think we're just slowly, let's speed up. Oh, we got all the metal, and now we have all the wood. Great, let's build it. Let's do it. And now you will produce the medicines. Are we getting ready for like a cool drop here? No drop. That's okay. People are like having little floating lantern ceremonies. That's nice. Are all the bodies? Nope. Bodies aren't all cleared out of here yet either. Look at that. Still got one decomposing along.
We have ensured the survival of the settlement for a while. Very good work. Since more and more children are being born these days,
holy moly,
we should start
26
to plan
kids
for the long term. While cabins are a good way to get settlers to start a family, they only provide limited space. This can quickly lead to people having to live on the street. Allow me to suggest to you that cabins be provided only in a very targeted manner in order to control the population growth of your settlement. Nothing is worse than not having enough resources to provide for everyone. We ought to build a shelter to be able to provide other inhabitants with a roof over their heads too.
So you use the cabin when you want people to make babies. Otherwise, you just stuff them in shelters, I suppose. Okay. Communal living it is for you folks. You can stuff 25 peeps in there. Oh, it's a big, well, you guys at the cabin said you wanted to, live next to the shelter? Hey, -4 attractiveness. There you go. Clear out that radiation, folks. All settlers. Old and infertile. It's funny you can say, like, only old people can be here. Oh, my. Does this place store any food? I don't think it stores food. So I don't think I have to worry about it being radiation. It is the radiation. You guys heard me right. How's the shelter coming along? It needs a lot of resources. Much scrap. But we have it. It's cool. Did this body get collected? Oh, look at that. Finally grabbed that wayward corpse that was lying there. You know, I was kind of worried about opting in for the tutorial at the start, but I'm actually glad that I did, because with as many tabs as are here, right, and as many like different mechanics that are in the game, yeah, it would be kind of impossible to figure that out sort of like on my own as I went along.
Very good. Remember that when children grow up, they're going to leave their parents' house and look around for a new place to live. It might happen that they don't find any home at all. We ought to build a shelter to be able to provide all inhabitants with a roof over their heads.
Well, we're doing just that.
I've already pointed out to you that it could become very dangerous if we were to run out of food at some point. Since a lot of people are going to be living in the new shelter, we ought to provide them with access to food in their vicinity. A hunting lodge can look for wildlife in the surrounding area to bring a little meat to the menu.
No, they must stay vegetarian forever. Well, pescatarian, I suppose, because we have a fishing hut. Acts like we don't have any animal protein. There's fish! Anyway, fine. We'll put this... Wait, what's the difference between like the little top one, the deer head, and the pig head? Strange. I don't understand. Over here, there is absolutely nothing. Okay. And this also has nothing now. What the heck? Animals just disappeared. Here's some deer. No, we're going to kill the pigs. Because we like deer. Deer are the doggos of the forest, don't you know? So we'll plop that right here. Get those piggies. And one man, or woman, or anything in between, will be a hunter. Just one. They must get all of this sort of requisite meat. What's this saying? Attractiveness. Oh no, this place is unattractive. Ah, sad. Negative influence, wow. So the shelter's unattractive. Well, that's not really fair, right? Because, you know, they don't have a choice in that matter. They just have to do what they must. Settlers with no tools? How do these people still have no tools? Where's the workshop? Make those tools faster, come on! What are you doing, slacking off? I suppose we should probably make another one of those then. Resources. Is that our resource? Where's the workshop thing? Logistics? Don't remember. Technology. No. Where does this live? Workshop. There we go. I passed over it already and didn't see it. There we go. We'll plop another one there. We'll make sure it's making more metal tools. Only the fanciest, best stuff for our folks. And we'll... Where's the thing for him? Technician, right? Yes, technician. Most of the little names are very specific to like what job they're doing, sort of. But they have the same little symbol. But this one... Anyway, whatever. Maybe I was wrong. Who knows? What's the problem here? Needs ruins. Oh no! You're not doing anything. Move your little... Can I... There's no fast way. I'll have to just click on that. Gather the scrap from here. Needs ruins. My foot. They're right there. Okay, so... I don't know if there's any way of fixing the unattractive building problem. But they'll just have to deal with it. Apparently we still have homeless people though, even though... Oh, it's maxed. That's why. I guess we'll build another shelter then. Right next to the cemetery. Boop. There you go. Only the very old will live here. I'm just kidding. Or am I?
Perfect. The hunting lodge equally provides us directly with food, but it functions somewhat irregularly because it relies on wildlife in the surrounding area. Nevertheless, it can be indispensable during a drought because even the deer and wild boar still roam around the forest.
Got it.
However, animals can not only be shot, they can be captured too. When a wild animal has been captured, it can be brought to a pasture and served there as livestock. In order to capture wild animals, you have to instruct your hunter to do this. You also ought to set up a pasture and assign a herder.
Understood. Okay. Reset the hunting lodge. Where is it? To capture. Okay. Now we must build a pasture to capture those little pets. Soon to be pets, I suppose. We'll plop this pasture, I guess right here. And then we'll make a person into a herder. Assign a type of animal to your pasture as soon as your hunter has captured an animal. Okay. None. Capture an animal already. Do it. There's no deer? That means he's just going to capture a pig? I don't want a pig, though. Pug. I want the deer. A deer as a pet. Interesting location. Hey. How interesting. From the name. We have no metal? Oh, no. What are you guys doing with yourselves? What's wrong here? Needs metal. Well, okay, yeah, obviously, that's fine. But you! Are you taking metal over here, or are you coming to gather scrap, and then you're going to come back? If that's the case, I think that is what he's doing. We haven't exactly laid this out in the most efficient manner. If they have to go here for literally every piece of equipment. Which, sure enough, that's exactly what he did. He went and grabbed some scrap, brought it back, I thought, because he'd be right next to this scrap yard, right? He would just like, boop, 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 boop. Instead, they're all using the town center mounted bus thing as like middleman. What the heck is that? That's not efficient. Highly contaminated rain? Oh no! Everyone's contaminated. Oh well. I'll just have to get over it. Have we caught any wild animals yet? Can I set...
Animals
yes, there we go.
Hunter are brought to a pasture where they are tended to
time for
and cared
bacon.
for by herders. Some animals produce resources such as milk or eggs. Other animals can only be slaughtered to eat. You ought to find out for yourself which type of animal brings you which benefit. On each pasture, you can choose which type of animal ought to be kept there.
Great!
You must provide water for the animals you keep on your pasture. This enables them to survive and reproduce. When enough animals are fully grown, the herder will start to slaughter them. If you don't want animals to be slaughtered, you can also instruct the herder not to do so.
Okay.
Now your herders know how they ought to handle the animals. And now that you've already captured several animals, don't forget to instruct your hunters to hunt animals again in the future.